Pakistan's troubled province of Balochistan has once again witnessed deadly violence after a powerful blast targeted a shuttle train carrying Pakistani security personnel and their families in Quetta. The attack, claimed by the Balochistan Liberation Army, has reignited debate over Islamabad's handling of the restive province, where allegations of military repression, resource exploitation, and enforced disappearances continue to fuel resentment among the Baloch people.
A powerful explosion ripped through a shuttle train near Chaman Fatak in Quetta, killing at least 24 people and injuring more than 70 others. According to Pakistani officials, the train was carrying passengers from Quetta cantonment to connect with the Jafar Express when the blast struck near a railway crossing. The explosion derailed the engine and multiple coaches, while nearby homes and vehicles were engulfed in flames. Images from the site showed twisted railway tracks, burnt vehicles, shattered buildings, and smoke rising across the densely populated neighborhood. The Baloch Liberation Army, or BLA, claimed responsibility for the attack, describing it as a suicide bombing targeting a train carrying Pakistani military personnel and their families heading home for Eid holidays.
बिल्कुल करीब था, ये पटरियों के पास ही था, बिल्कुल बस हमें खुद यकीन नहीं आ रहा कि हम कैसे बचे। बिल्कुल करीब था, 2-3 कदम पे सामने ही है, 2-3 कदम पे इतना बड़ा ब्लास्ट के पूरा हम लोग जल गए। तो शुक्र है अल्लाह का हम बच गए।
ये हमारी गाड़ियों का हाल देख के मेरी अपनी गाड़ी भी जली है। करोड़ों रुपए की गाड़ियाँ इधर खड़ी थी, वो जो बिल्कुल जल गई। हमारे इतने नुकसानात हुए हैं।
The latest attack underscores the deteriorating security situation in Balochistan, a province that has remained in conflict with the Pakistani state for decades. Despite being rich in natural gas, coal, copper, and other mineral reserves, Balochistan remains Pakistan's poorest region, with limited access to healthcare, education, and basic infrastructure. Baloch have long accused Islamabad of exploiting the province's vast natural wealth while denying political rights and economic opportunities to local communities. Human rights organizations have repeatedly raised concerns over allegations of enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, and military crackdowns in the province. Analysts say the unrest has intensified further under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, which many Baloch activists describe as a project benefiting Pakistan's political and military elite while marginalizing the indigenous population. The strategically important Gwadar port, once projected as a major economic hub, continues to face instability amid growing local anger over unemployment and displacement.
Over a period of time, it became that the natural resources which were taken from there were not been compensated in terms of the infrastructure development of the region. So people started feeling more and more that they are being exploited, their resources are being exploited, and they started protesting or asking for more rights. The Pakistani state, instead of looking at it as an economic and a social issue, came down with a heavy hammer and its military went in and started to suppress any dissent. The people in Balochistan see the CPEC corridor and they see no benefits coming to them. They see portions of their country cut off for them because of security. They're not allowed to go near that perimeter of this, port yard or some security points or where the Chinese are staying. So they increasingly feel that they're being, pushed back within their own home grounds.
The Quetta train attack comes just months after the dramatic hijacking of the Jafar Express by BLA insurgents earlier this year, an incident that exposed serious vulnerabilities within Pakistan's security establishment. Meanwhile, violence has continued to spread across both Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where anti-state attacks have intensified against Pakistani security forces. Islamabad has repeatedly blamed external actors, including Afghanistan and India, for fueling the insurgency. However, critics argue that Pakistan's long-standing policies, heavy militarization and political suppression have deepened alienation among ethnic communities in the region.
Quetta is heavily militarized. Okay, and for this bombing to happen in the militarized area is a success of sorts for the militants. So it's a major strike to the, a blow even to the prestige of the Pakistan army, that it could not prevent the killing of its soldiers. I think they were going on a holiday with their families and children, right? And secondly, before this strike also, there have been, I think about a month ago, a series of urban attacks across 12 cities or across 8 cities and 12 locations in Balochistan, which indicate a growing sophistication in terms of planning and execution. So this is the message that is going out there, that Pakistan, whatever it seems to be doing, is not being able to handle the situation. The insurgency, the dissatisfaction is growing by leaps and bounds.
For many Baloch activists and local communities, decades of political exclusion, resource exploitation, and alleged state repression have only deepened calls for greater autonomy and resistance against Islamabad's control. Analysts warn that unless the underlying grievances of the Baloch people are addressed through political engagement and accountability, the province is likely to remain trapped in a dangerous cycle of violence and instability.